We had congregation songs, right? I know I'm 37, but I was around for some of them. Where the saints of old had another form of doing praise and worship. One song would go, traveling shoes on, got on my traveling shoes. 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 Put your time in, payday is coming down the wire. Put your time in, payday is coming down the wire. Put your time in, payday is coming down the wire. Put your time in, payday is coming down the wire. What you do now, do it with the heavenly mind. What you do now, do it with the heavenly mind. When you pray now, pray with the heavenly mind. When you pray now, pray with the heavenly mind. What you do now, do it with the heavenly mind. What you do now, do it with the heavenly mind. When you pray, pray with the heavenly mind. When you pray with the heavenly mind. I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. I'm a soldier in the army. Got my war clothes on in the army of the Lord. Got my war clothes on in the army. I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. I'm a soldier in the army. And if I die, let me die in the army of the Lord. If I die, let me die in the army. Help me, help the Lord. Help me, help the Lord. You know how to help the Lord. You know how to help the Lord. I need your help, help the Lord. I need your help, help the Lord. If I'm gonna make it, help the Lord. I need your help, Lord. Help the Lord. Help me, 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 help the Lord. I need you now. 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 Help the Lord. How, Lord? How, Lord? We need you. How, Lord? We need your power. How, Lord? Every hour. How, Lord? We need your power. How, Lord? We need your power. How, Lord? Soul say yes. Yes, Lord. Soul say yes. Yes, Lord. Soul say yes. Yes, Lord. Soul say yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, grab a program, grab a bulletin, grab an offering envelope. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Good to see so many of my favorites already in the chat. But before we get started, the reason I was a little late and the reason I was behind schedule is because there has been another shooting. I'm not going to cover it now, but with ICE. And so we're asking everybody just to keep everybody in prayer because this is a real bad time that we're living in right now. And so I will get the details and get all the information and get it to you on a later broadcast. But before we get started, we just wanted to say that's why we're a little late with this broadcast, because there has been another person unalive, and we may have to go live after this show to cover that. If we're not able to do it because we have Patreon tonight, we probably will have to try to get it later on after Patreon. Jesus, just tragic. All right. But thank you guys for being patient, because that news was just coming through as I was getting ready to go live, right? So thank y'all for your patience. Just keep a prayer on your tongue. That's what the old saints used to say. But listen, let's get started. God covered Minneapolis. God covered the United States of America. Let's set some of the ground rules. Let's get some order. Let's give some of because we have a lot of new subscribers in the last 6 months, and they may not even know what's going on. Okay, so let's go through all of that. But before we do that, can we please hit the thumbs up button? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, everybody. We're going to set the order, give a little background, let everybody know what's going on. I need to give some instructions to my mods, and we're going to get started. We're not going to be long. We're not going to be long, but we will have a really solid repass for Richard. Okay. We need everybody under the sound of my voice to hit the likes. We already have 100 likes, but I think we can do 150 likes. That would be so appreciated. We have 101, I believe, according to what I'm looking at. And if we can just squeeze out 41 more, 41 more likes, we'll be okay. All right. Thank y'all so much. You are so appreciated. Hey, Overseer Ware. Hey, everybody. Okay. We just need about 40 more likes and we'll be right where we need to be. Hey, Antonio, thank y'all for tuning in. Desiree, I see you. Wanda Brooks, everybody, thank y'all so much. Okay, so mods, I put the timer on 5 minutes. That way we can allow people that don't normally come in to say something, or if they're new, they can come in and say something. If we see any trolls, if we see anybody, you would think nobody would troll somebody's, commemoration, but just in case, we have it on 5 minutes, so the gate is on 5 minutes to allow people to come by. If it's a problem, we will extend it to an hour. Okay. All right, mods. Mods, do not hesitate. Don't time out. If you see anything, don't let the comments sit. Just block it. Okay. You have all duty wars, war duty powers right now, right? So whatever you see, you can take it out if it's rightfully. Okay. All right. Hello, Dr. Tony. Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. So we got that. We got the mod instructions. What is the repass? The repass, we don't do these often. We have done them for, I would say, maybe 3 people. It has to be somebody that I either, like or, want to honor. We don't do them often, right? So we have done one for Lady Louise Patterson. We did one for the great Kevin Lemons. And that's how I met Samara. I probably, had I not done that, Ty, you're glowing. Okay, let me just say something. Ain't no man been over here. Ain't no trade been over here. Nothing like that, y'all. It's just probably these good lights. And I have been drinking a lot of water. So that's probably all that is. Ain't no Southwest Atlanta trade been over here, honey. Okay. I'm not gonna say ain't nobody been over here, but ain't no trade been over here. Okay, but we've done these repasses, and they're just a digital space for us to come together and process the day's events, talk about the homegoing service in the tradition of our African American heritage. Wakes, repasses are very unique to the African American experience. There's several books on it, and it goes back to Africa. It goes back to our ancestors. So we're paying homage to our ancestors when we come together and commune with each other while we mourn. Usually people bring food, people sit around and talk and laugh and talk about good times. It is a part of the the African tradition, right? All right. So that's what we do. In that honor, in the chat, we asked everybody, you to put in the chat right now a dish you're known for, and you put that in the chat right now. What dish do you make the best? That's what you have brought today. Okay, so put that in the chat. What you brought, the dish you're known for, you put that in the chat. All right, we don't need no potato. We don't want no potato salad, and we don't really need no macaroni and cheese. Okay, I'm just saying. I don't. Listen, everybody just don't know how to make potato salad. Everybody don't know how to make macaroni and cheese. Okay, and if you can't cook, you see, Time Out Sports Podcast, put ice. Okay. Please don't know. We don't want no macaroni and cheese. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, Brian brought some plates. Mexican lasagna, not to be confused with Italian lasagna. Cheesecake. Now, is it that cheesecake in the box, Antonio? Or is it the cheesecake like on the Golden Girls? Stuffed mushrooms. Okay. Make sure you check with the people. Make sure anybody got no allergies. Because it's too cold, honey, outside. We'll have to call the paramedics because I'm not trying to, get no Uber in this cold and take you to the hospital. Okay. So check with our allergy department. Fried cabbage. Okay. We want y'all to be sure that the cabbage is fried. A lot of y'all are saying fried cabbage. Fried cabbage needs some brown on it. A lot of y'all are sauteing and steaming cabbage. If that cabbage is fried, it needs to have some brown on it. It has to have some burnt bits. Like when Sister Turner be back there talking on the phone and she got carried away and the cabbage burnt a little bit. Yeah, you know, it needs to be burnt a little bit for it to be, you know, okay. All right. Homemade. Okay, good. All right. Collard greens. Who said collard greens? Okay, Andrea, you said collard greens. Let me explain something to you. If your water or if the broth on those greens are clear, you do not know how to cook collard greens. Okay, that water should be dirty. All right, we call it dirty water. If your collard greens pot liquor is crystal clear, please keep it at home. Thank you so much. All right, Crown Royal and Hennessy. You know the Saints don't drink, but there's a table back in the back. Just put it over there by that table in the back. All right. Butter pecan cookies. Now, you making those from scratch, or is that from Publix, Kirby? Did you make those from scratch, or is those from Publix or Kroger? All right, Shelly. All right, you made sure to have some burnt on the cabbage. Okay. Chicken and dumplings. Listen, that's another thing we have to keep an eye on, y'all, because, you know, okay. Chicken and dumplings. Now, are you making the dumplings from scratch? Because I've seen a lady put some biscuits. I've seen her put a can of biscuits in her okay. You know the biscuits that you put in the oven? She put them in the chicken. Okay, all right. Kirby is giving face. Yes, she is. All right, shrimp casserole. Okay, right. We need y'all to, you know, if it's something that's not a traditional dish, you know, we ask everybody to try to, you know, do something more traditional. We'll accept the shrimp casserole, but we need y'all to make sure y'all stay in the vein of Americana. You know what I'm saying? African Americana. I have a few sock to me cakes, and this is not towards you, Curtis. You know I love you. You know I love you. This is not towards you. Putting them cakes in the plastic Tupperware containers. We know you didn't bake it because we can smell. We know what butter smells like from a cake that just got baked. Putting the cake from Publix in those plastic containers and carrying them in with the handles, girl, we know you to make that cake. Not you, Curtis. You know I love you. All right. But we're on to that. We know what the cake smell like. I don't cook, so I'm bringing some paper plates. Brother, you don't have to, your presence, you being here is enough. Dr. Tony. All right. I love you too, Michelle. I love you too. All right. We're going to serve the family first. We're going to serve the family and the clergy and them first. Somebody say, well, why do the clergy and the family get served first? Because they're grieving. Okay. You can't wait a few minutes. Damn. We're going to serve the family and the deacons. Well, not the deacons and the clergy. And then we will allow everybody to come up buffet style and you can fix your own plate. All right. Please allow the bereaved family a moment to be seated. Yeah. And please not none of them Patty LaBelle sweet potato pies. I told y'all years ago that pie tastes like her old album covers. Them pies taste like her old album covers. Yeah, that's what they taste like. Okay, aluminum foil is fine. Paper plates, cutlery is fine. Okay, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button one more time. Let's get these likes in order. One more time. Where is Aunt Pat? Make sure y'all are sharing. This is a Code 10 sharing event. Why don't we go ahead and declare that? You need to share this with 5 Top Squad members or 5 people in your phone. Let's go ahead and declare a Code 10 sharing event. You share everything else. If I had a Brian Karn sex tape, you'd be over here sharing this video. You know what I'm saying? So share this. If Tiffany Montgomery prophecy about Matthew Stevenson came to pass, y'all would be over here, be so deep up in here. You couldn't get a seat up in here. Fried whiting. Okay, as long as it's not buffalo. With that fried whiting, just bring a bag of bring a loaf of light bread with that whiting. We don't need nobody choking on our bones because we ain't got no money for you if you try to sue us. So you got that white, and bring just a little bag of bread, you know, because people, you know, mama used to have a little bag of bread with her just in case you run across a bone. How many people know about having some light bread in case you got a bone stuck in your throat? I guess I'm real country. Okay. You had a little bread with you when you eat that fish. You know what I'm saying? You got a little piece of bread with you. See, and then if a bone gets stuck in your throat, you take the bread, you break a little piece off, and you oh, okay, I'm from the country. I'm sorry, y'all. All right. I know y'all so bougie. Y'all from Buckhead. See, you get that bone stuck in there, and then mama get a little piece of bread off there, and she, you know, she pop it, and that bread would take that bone right on down. Yes, it would. Soft white bread, not that hard. The Wonder Bread was the bread that really kind of tore apart and it just went right on down your throat, and then you go, and the bone was gone. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? Okay. And the bone was gone. Sound like a Dorothy Norwood story, don't it? And the bone was gone. That bread was a lifesaver, primarily for fish like perch and that damn buffalo. Ooh, that buffalo, honey. I don't even know the purpose of eating buffalo because you can't enjoy it because of all the damn bones. I'm country like, okay, good, Brianna London. All right. Why don't we get to the service, y'all? I want to say this. That was probably second to Maya Angelou. That was probably one of the most beautiful services I've seen. It was right on 3 hours, right at 3 hours and maybe 3 minutes. It was just a beautiful service. Nothing controversial happened outside of the overtime lady. We'll talk about her, but it was just, if you saw the service, y'all, it was just a beautiful service. One thing I did notice, y'all, with the service was they kept Richard as the centerpiece or the focus. They didn't have a lot of A-list celebrities on program. And when you do that, it centers Richard's music. It centers his life and legacy. That's the first thing that was blaringly, I was like, okay. So there was no Shirley Caesar, there was no Yolanda Adams, there was no Kirk Franklin. It was all about Richard and his music and his singers. And his singers brought his life and work to life. Yeah, I know that too, especially when the lady went to singing I Love the Lord. Yeah. Richard was the center of his homegoing service. We need 27 more likes to get to 400 people here. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Ty, do you think that was because of the weather? No, because the officiant asked for all of the celebrities to stand up, and they stood up. So no, it was not because of the weather. I think what it was I think that was purposeful. I think that was, yes, she did. I think that was just, you know, they wanted this to be a celebration of Richard's work. And listen, can we be honest, y'all? This is the Repass. Like at Aretha's funeral, it just started turning into like American Idol. It's like Showtime at the Apollo. After a while, you're like, well, who's next? You know, it was like, it just goes to show you that a service can be done very, very well. Very, very well. And we're also, she was texting me throughout the service, we also want to just send love and support to Timbri. Can we put some pink and purple hearts in the chat? She was there with her friends and her spiritual family. So can we, because she'll see this tonight when she gets in, can we get some pink and purple hearts? We need something like this in the chat, y'all. So a color palette like this. Okay, this is the palette we need. All right, in the chat, that is for Timbri. So when she sees this tonight, she will see that her family is thinking of her and we love her. Yeah, we need pink and purple. Yeah, all right. Okay. They're bringing in the flowers. They're bringing in the flowers, the family. Okay, they're bringing in some of the flowers. Okay, y'all, they're bringing in the flowers. Do we need to stand up? We're in a repass, so we don't have to stand up. They're just bringing in a few of the flower arrangements on the flower table. Oh, ain't that nice? All right, they're bringing in some of the flowers. All right, okay. There's a table back there. Just put all the flowers on the table. Just put them on the table there to the left. Yeah, okay. Yes, we love you, Timbri. We love you. We love you. We love you. Yeah. Okay. So the service went and moved about very, very nicely. It was just a great service all around. Let me pull this up here right quick. Hold on a second. Get my slides ready. I must say, Felicia Rashad, she moved me to tears. It was just so eloquent. It was so beautiful how she talked about Howard and Richard Smallwood and how they fought. And, you know, so many people don't know that history. Timbri came on one day and just really, really gave that history. But Felicia Rashad, she really, she set the atmosphere for the honoring of Richard today, y'all. She really did. And she's just effortlessly elegant and beautiful. She knows how to tell a story, but that comes out of that great tradition of a lot of actors that come through HBCUs and, you know, classically trained and all that. That comes, all of that eloquence and great speaking voice, you know, it's just natural. It's not even, they're not even trying. It's just who they are. Yeah, that was very important, Brian, how she bridged church to academia and theater. Yeah, she was awesome. She really gave a great I wouldn't say a eulogy, but just a really beautiful reflection, you guys, of her friend, HBCU pride. Now there was a lady, Timbri sent me her name. Hold on one second. Let me pull her name up real quick. Okay, hold on. Her name was Reverend Jackie McHenry. She had on blue. She got up and, you know, she was talking. And y'all know people sometimes they get a little caught up in the spirit, you know, when they get on the microphone. And there was a lady, I believe she probably was with, you know, the church or, you know, the helping with the order of the service. And she just, you know, she gingerly walked over to her and just told her, you know, and then she wrapped it up, you know. That took me out, y'all, because it was done so respectfully. I actually thought she was giving her some, you know, at first I was like, maybe she's giving her some notes that she may have forgot. But then I saw the lady wrap up after. I said, oh, she told her to wrap this up. Listen, it's gonna be one in every family, every situation, y'all. You know, we've been saying it for years. Out of respect for the family, please keep your remarks to 2 minutes, please. Nobody adheres to that, y'all. Y'all know they don't. How many times have they said, out of respect for the family, please keep your remarks to 2 minutes? See, I used to say, you already said what I was going to say. I used to say back in the day, they need to get an Apollo hook up there. Get Sandman Sims up there, and as soon as you go over, don't do that prelude music that they do, because they'll go soft and then they go all the way up to loud, and it gives you this, you know, like come down. No, just do Sandman Sims and get the Apollo hook, dun 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 dun, and just escort them right off the pulpit. Because everybody should know today is not your day. Today is not your day to recapitulate on the Episcopal hermeneutics of the Apocrypha. It's not. You know, you were selected. You were thought of in esteem enough for the family to put you on program, and you just didn't know how to. You didn't know how to. You know, you just don't know how to come on out the pulpit. When protocol is set, it's important to follow. Yeah, you know, get the hook, put the hook, and yank them off the stage. I think the officiant was really good too. I think he was really good. Black funerals derail at the remarks almost every single time. Those 2 minutes go by faster than yeah. And I'm gonna say this, Dr. Tony. I think we need to be mindful to bring that up a little bit. We need to be mindful. Like Black people, we can't talk about people we love in 2 minutes. I think just in 2026, we need to boost that to 5 minutes. You know, even though it's not going to be 5 minutes, but you know, I think 2 minutes is just unreasonable. I think a solid 5 minutes, you know, out of respect for the family, keep your remarks to 5 minutes, please. But you know, some people get up there. I remember when me and Minnie, we used to go and pick butter beans. Girl, we don't have time for all that right now. You know, oh my God. The last time I seen Uncle Junie, we went to Kroger and I got him a bell pepper and an onion. Girl, you already know where these stories are going when they start off like that. And then you have the people that come up there, you know, everything is quiet and everything is everybody's in decency and order. Ain't nobody done broke out yet and screamed and hollered yet. And somebody come up there talking about, she dead. Oh my God, here we go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, and then everybody just break loose again. Because you know, it's that one scream that gets everything started. You know, one scream, usually that one aunt, that one scream, and you know, everybody lets loose. You know, it usually sounds like this. Hold on, let me get it. Yeah. Oh my God, here we oh, it only takes that one scream, honey, and then everybody gonna let loose. You know, that's how it usually sounds. His life was preached. We don't. Yeah, I mean, listen. At the end of the day, y'all, Richard songs was basically his eulogy. His songs was basically his eulogy. That's how it happened. That scream would normally, yeah, I know. I got one honey. She likes to come in late. She always act like she forgot something. And so she was late to the service so she can bust through the doors and show out. I forgot my purse at home. I had to go back home. That's why you were late, girl. And then she busts through the doors. Then she run up. Then it's like a script. Then she slide across the casket. Girl. It's like Benita Betrayal or Weeping Wanda on Good Times. I can. You can say a lot if you practice and time yourself. That's the part most folks don't. That's what it is, Dr. Tony. If you can really, really sit with yourself and say, you know what I say, I know what I want to say. For instance, let me find somebody in the audience. I'm gonna see if I can do it in 2 minutes. Let me find somebody in the audience. Okay, there's I'm gonna do it. Okay, let me find some random person. I'm gonna give them 2 minutes. Let me see how I can find somebody I know very well. Paul said that's why you need to spend time with people you love while they're living so your remarks can be yeah. I like that, Paul. Who am I for to eulogize? Who wanna die in the chat? Let's see who I'm gonna go. Let me see who I'm gonna eulogize in the chat. Who wanna die right quick? I'll run. Oh, let me do her. She tell me she's running away. I'm gonna do Danette. Oh, I'm gonna do Danette. Yeah, because she's running away. I'm gonna do it in 2 minutes. Where'd she go? She said she was running away. Today, I am here to honor my good friend, my good subscriber, Danette. I know in the beginning, she probably thought I was a little hard on her. She didn't understand a lot of the new lingo and technology of YouTube, and she's in our senior ministry, and there was a little abrasion. And I'm sorry, I have a preaching in my voice. I'm not trying to preach, I'm not trying to preach the service, but when I speak, is naturally in me. All right. But I wanted to stop by today to tell y'all that Danette has become an integral part of our platform, and she's a beautiful spirit, and too long time. See, Maybe she ain't. Maybe she haven't. We're gonna move on. She's in a better place. See, she can't help herself. See, I was trying to give her a good. I hadn't even hit a minute yet, and she talking about too long. Okay. Okay. And maybe she haven't. Maybe she haven't got it, Crystal. Sandman, please. Are you talking about me? You talking about Sandman for me? I haven't even got to a minute. I haven't got to the minute mark yet. I want to know, are you talking about Sandman for me, Ramona? You said Sandman, please. I was actually giving my words for Sister Danette. Okay. Before I assume maybe she's watching, I saw that face, Tyesse. What face? Ramona Bryant Cave. Just sing a song. Now I want to know what you mean, Sandman. Are you? Wait a minute. The Sandman for me? Is that what you were saying? God understands. Yeah, maybe the net. Maybe I thought she had graduated, but maybe she haven't. Okay. Make sure she give her about 3 more classes. We thought she had got over the hump. All right. Anyways, Ramona, we just want to figure out what you mean, Sandman, please. Who's officiating? I'll officiate. Well, I'm waiting on Ramona. Stevenson, the eulogist. Honey, listen, we need people with power, Ravel. Just made it to work safely. Look at God. No, I don't want to get put out of the service. No, you were talking about me, Sandman, please. That's what you was talking about, Sandman, for me? But let me tell you something. Let me go ahead and let me see if this will stir you up. Let me go ahead and do something off the dome for you real quick, Ramona. So many of us in the chat, watch this. So many of us in the chat have lost loved ones. So many of us in this chat have lost mothers and grandmothers. If you have lost your mother or your grandmother or your father and you're in the chat, just put me in the chat. If you've lost your mother, your grandmother, your father, or your grandfather, just put, these are special bonds. Just put me in the chat. Okay. Dr. Tony, I was there. I remember when your mother took flight. This is for Ramona and Danette. Sarah, I was there. I remember what you were going through at the time. And so I remember when my neighbor in Los Angeles lived across from me, and her mother passed away, and she did a change of address because they were moving. I know you were just kidding. I'm just playing with you. But let me take this text. And I remember when she was getting ready to move, and the system of change your address had changed. I remember this vividly. She needed to change the address because her mother was deceased and she needed to move. And she remembered that all you had to do was fill out a card back in the day. You just filled out the card and you drop it in the mail. Now they wanted, because of fraud, they wanted you to make a payment, and they needed you to have an email address. The change of address was very complicated. And I walked her through it because she was not internet savvy. And I walked her through the change of address for her mother's house. And as I showed her on the phone, there were several options that they had for the move. One of the options was temporary, and one of the options was permanent. Help me, Holy Ghost. One of the options was temporary, and one of the options was permanent. They have it so you can stop your mail if you're coming back, and your mail will resume. But if you're going to go away and you won't be coming back anymore, they say check permanent. See, a lot of us do not understand that early in the morning, whenever your loved one passed away, or maybe late at night, but they checked off the box on their change of address permanent, because if they were going to come back, they would have chose temporary. So don't worry about your loved one. They have a new address. The Bible tells you, if this earthly house of tabernacle shall dissolve, I have another building not made by hands. That's scripture. So to those that have lost a loved one, to those that have lost somebody special, a best friend, anybody like that, just know that they're in a new location, a home, permanently resting, healed. No pain, no chemo, no dialysis, no dementia, no Alzheimer's. They now have a glorified glow. The glow somebody said I had when I first came on a minute ago. They're at a new location. Their address has changed to 777 Heaven Way. I'll move on with the rest of the service. May God add a blessing to the reading and the recapitulation and the hermeneutics of the episcopacy. Okay. We can't be long because we have Patreon tonight. So we can't be here all day. Have they blessed the food? If they didn't bless the food, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Did they bless the food? I don't like everybody praying over my food, but who blessed the food? Back in the day, we used to keep it very simple. Like, God bless the food, Lord, the nourishment of our bodies, and the cook and the girl that went to Publix. We used to keep it very simple. Now, all of these long woman down loose, baby, it's too much. It's way too much. Just say a few words and get up off the damn microphone. I'm just being honest. Thank you, Brother Jonathan. I remember when you had to stand at the ship port and wait for the ship of Zion for your brother. I remember that, Brother Jonathan. All right. You're not going to hell if y'all started eating already. You're not. I promise you, you're not. You're going to go wherever you need to go. I got my plate and dessert at the same time. We ask everybody, please, if you're going to do that, if you're going to get your plate and your dessert at the same time, don't come back up here no more. There's always one person at the church, an older lady that talk to people like Kim Morrell. I don't care if you're older or senior citizen. I don't care. I'm different. My mother gave us permission. Don't talk to me crazy. It's always somebody talking about, well, if you already got that, don't come. Ma'am, who are you talking to? People think, oh, she's 87. She's like Mother Kelly. Don't talk to her like that. Ma'am, can I ask you a question? Who are you talking to? Because I know you're not talking to me. That happened at Unity with somebody. I won't say their name because somebody may be watching. She talking to who? People know who to talk to crazy and who not to talk to crazy. So that was a really, really integral part of the service. But y'all, I'm not, even Tim Reed texted me and mentioned this. I'm not trying to turn this repass into something salacious, but y'all nothing, dirty. But y'all, come on now. Y'all know none of us are blind, Governor Westmore, baby, the way he spoke, and then he started singing, and baby, I know everybody in that church, every woman in that church, baby, listen. I'm gonna keep it clean, y'all. I'm gonna keep it clean. Baby, listen, Wes, You could have just had anybody you wanted at that church. I'm telling you. Wes, you probably could have took anybody home that you wanted if you wasn't married. I'm I'm just saying, baby, that your car would have been full. Oh, governor. I didn't even, I don't know if he messed it up. I didn't hear nothing he said. I don't know what he did. Singing with T.I., you can have whatever you like. Stop. Oh. I mean, what's his name? President Obama, when he did it in Charleston, President Obama really is not a singer, but he had a nice little tone. Governor Wes Moore had a tone, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Governor Moore had a little tone to it. All you got to do is tune it up a little bit, Antonio. Yeah, just tune it, polish it up a little bit. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. I'm not stopping my show. I'm not doing, y'all, it's just a lot going on with this shooting right now. I'm not stopping my repass. We told everybody. We told these people. I'm getting triggered. We told all of these people to please vote for Sister Harris. Crystal, did we not say that? Loretta, did we not say just take your ass around there in the voting booth and vote for Kamala Harris? Did we not say that? I'm not stopping my show, honey. We'll figure this out later on. Y'all tear the streets up, not blow it up. We told everybody. We warned you. We told you the man was a nut job. We told you he was crazy. Just tear that shit up. Tear it up. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm not stopping my repass. I'm not doing that. We'll cover it. If we have time, we will cover it. If we have time tonight, we'll cover it. Okay. The Cubans are having buyer's remorse in Florida. They don't know, why is he doing this? Well, you voted for him. Why are they blowing us away in the streets? This is what you wanted, right? You said you didn't know Kamala. You didn't know what she stood for. Who is she? This is what you wanted, right? Okay. When we get a chance, we'll get around there to see what's going on. Now back to the governor. Governor Moore, let me tell you something, brother. You are a special person. I promise you, you're very, very special. And in the words of T.I., you can have whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. I'm just saying, listen, I think he has a potential, you guys. Governor Moore, I think he has the potential to really be put into a big spot on the I think he has a potential to be putting in a big spotlight on the national political stage. I really do. I want to talk about as soon as I get this thing taken down, I want to talk about the fact that praise break was needed. Because up until that point, it was just, it was general funeral fare. And that lady, baby, I don't know, Timbry gave me her name too. Let me get her name. She ushered that thing in there. Her name was Sharice Nelson. Sharice Nelson. Honey, listen, you understood the assignment and you took the children where we needed to. It takes somebody like that, like Mother McGee. Mother McGee. Yeah, Timmy says that's her niecey poo. Sharice Nelson on Thank You, Lord. Took them in. Okay. They did identify the victim, registered nurse. All I can do right now is just say we're going to try to get to it, Candy. All I can do right now, Candy, is tell everybody, once we finish, I'm not going to stop Richard Smallwood's repass for all of this madness. Okay, I'm going to try my best, y'all. If we can. I'm only one person. I'm only one person. And I'm not diminishing the woman that's been unalived. I'm not diminishing the woman that's been unalived. But we will get to it as soon as we can. As soon as we can get to it, we can get to it. Okay? In the words of Roland Martin, we tried to tell you. We tried to tell y'all. You didn't listen. Okay. Sharice Nelson has a twin. Wow. When I tell y'all, she brought that thing up in there. If you didn't feel anything, you need to go get redipped ASAP. Go get redipped because I felt that thing, y'all. Okay. So the singers and along with the choir, the combined, melodic sounds of the choir, along with vision, it was just really, really, really a beautiful sound. Of course, Donald Lawrence, another legend in his own right, doing a lot of directing and episcopacy from a melodic standpoint. He did a wonderful job as well. And I saw people, different faces in the music world up there, and they just did a great job, Ty Squad. They did a really great job. Now I got to get to the eulogy, though, y'all. I got to get to the eulogy. This man right here, brother. I want to say this to this man. His name is Pastor Maurice Watson, Second Baptist Church, and I believe he's out of Little Rock, Arkansas. You did that eulogy in about 20 minutes or less. I've seen people botch eulogies that went on an hour plus. You gave Richard what he needed, Pastor Watson, in 20 minutes or less. I wanted to say 15, but I didn't want to short Dr. Tony. But Dr. Tony says, I wanted to say 15, but I said maybe it's a little longer. And so that goes to show you, Ty Squad. Marvin Winans, I have seen that man botch 2 eulogies. I won't say the name of the deceased out of respect for their families, but I've seen Marvin Winans botch 2 eulogies, possibly 3. Everybody is not a eulogist. Everybody is not a eulogist. You need to have a command of the word. You have to have a real good knowledge of the deceased. This is a skill that you need from an Episcopalian standpoint. And I was at one of the funerals that he botched. I'm just telling you, I'm not trying to be mean to Marvin as he's ailing and going through things in his own right. But I'm just being honest, y'all. This man really, really brought it home and gave the people what they needed. I know the family was really, really thoroughly satisfied with their choice. Because we cannot get over the botched eulogy of Aretha Louise Franklin that I have never seen. I have never seen that. I checked out of Aretha's funeral maybe an hour 4 or 5. I was out of there. So I never saw the eulogy, but I heard and I saw what people were saying. And Jasper Williams is not a bad preacher. Jasper is not a bad preacher. I think what it was that was probably the biggest audience he probably will ever have. And he just, didn't really think it through. Because he started saying stuff that just didn't even make any sense. according to the excerpts I saw. You know, he started talking about single mothers and women and having kids out of, it's like, Aretha was a single mother. What the hell are you talking about, sir? And then he holds a press conference 2 or 3 days later, and everybody was like, sir, the damage has been done. You cannot redo a eulogy. The person is in the ground or entombed. Well, Jasper did the services for C.L. Franklin, so, you know, it was kind of like, okay, let's go ahead and, you know, and Aretha wanted him to do her eulogy. So let's honor her wishes. Let's just go ahead. I like that, Brian. I like that, brother. A eulogy is different than a regular sermon. It was. I think that a service befitting a queen should not be 90 minutes, but 9 hours, that 10 hours, that's crazy. That it just, they could have did some of the service over at New Bethel. They could have broke that service in half. They could have had a little bit over at New Bethel the day before, and, you know, they reviewed the body at the beginning of the service. That took almost 2 hours. All that reviewing and okay. Now I will say that Prince, he preached C.L. Franklin into the gates of heaven. You know, but listen, let me say this to all of the Tyesse Squad that are here, all of my Tyesse Squad members that are here. We in the Black church tradition, we have seen some issues and things that go on at Black funerals, y'all. Now we've seen people get the mic snatched out of their hand. We've seen people, you know, throw out shots. So drama and trauma at funerals is kind of unique. We've seen people, you know what I'm saying, mean mug and stare people down from the rostrum. You know, it's been something. Now, y'all remember when Denise Clark got up there at Maddie's funeral and said, you know, I thought one of her daughters would be strong enough to get up here and get on the damn mic. Well, she didn't say damn, on the mic. You know, I've seen it all. Then they said right outside the funeral, Karen, was it Karen? Who was it? Was it Karen or was it Jack? It was Karen. They said Karen told her, where you going? You're not riding this car. So we know it happens. All of that stuff kind of brings forth all of that hurt and pain. It brings forth a lot, y'all. Denise said they wouldn't let her ride in the family car. I don't think she had all of her kids with her at that time. I think she had them oldest boys. I don't think she had all 7. Because everybody was like, well, how was all 7 of the kids going to ride in the family car with all of them? I don't think she had all her kids with her. Then Denise said that they tried to have the funeral so fast, she had to get from Silver Spring, Maryland to Detroit. They was rushing the funeral. It was a mess over at Tina's funeral. And we talking about Albertina Walker. One of the family members said they was going to, you know, come up in there and put hands on everybody. Shirley Caesar was in the pulpit talking about, you know, what it do, what's up, what up, though, you know. I think with Albertina, I think the person that her caregiver, you know, was the person that probably wound up getting a lot of stuff from Tina. And y'all know that can set family members off. I think her caretaker was the person that probably got a lot from Tina, you know. I wonder, was Leo in the family car? Somebody said they didn't understand what Karen was talking about because Twinkie, Karen, Dorinda, and Jackie probably took up one family car. What did Mama Shirley say? Shirley was up there. She said she's a little piece of leather, but she was well put together. And she said she told him before the service, do we need some security up in here? Because, you know, Albertina Walker's family, the people's out of Chicago. Yeah, you can put it up. It's on YouTube. Shirley Caesar remarks. And she said, we're not going to have that up in here. The family said, somebody said they want to come up there and put hands on a couple of people. Okay, I'm just saying, y'all, I don't have anything to do with it. Yeah, Jackie, Dorinda always been skinny. That's a whole family card. Okay, you got Dorinda, Jackie, Twinkie, and Karen. This is before they all had these surgeries and stuff. And before all that Ozempic and Zip. This is when they was the Clark sisters for real. Okay, so with Denise, honey, that would be a whole carload. Huh? Y'all know somebody say, well, what about the Pace sisters? Honey, the Pace sisters may need 3 family cars for all 9 sisters. Yo, these some thick ladies, you know what I'm saying? So the Pace sisters probably need 3 family cars just for the Pace sisters. These some thick ladies, y'all. I'm just being honest. I'm not fat shaming. I'm a plus size man. I'm just saying, Denise. I don't have anything to do with it. Okay, that ain't fat shaming. I'm plus size. I can't fat shame because I'm already plus size. But I'm losing a lot of weight. Y'all see it? Y'all see a lot of weight I'm losing? Look, I'm losing a lot of weight. Oh, they did Denise wrong during that movie. They did her wrong because they did not do it right, because that did not happen like that the way they portrayed it in the movie. And the movie, Karen said, why is she up here? Why is she here? Why is she here? She was on the program. And that's why I say Denise has a right to feel the way she feels, because the Clark sisters, they have to approve that movie, the script, you know, and they let that go out to the world. And that movie, Karen said, what is she doing here? Why is she up there? She was literally on the program, if you know the program. Leo and Denise were on program. Karen said it was the truth. Karen also said that she was in a coma for 2 weeks, 6 months, a year. She was in a coma for 4 months, 90 days, 120 days, 2 years. She was in a coma for 4 years, 15 months. And then she said she didn't remember if she was ever in a coma. She can't remember. I was thinking about Denise. She was in a coma for 10 years. Then she was in a coma for 2 decades. And then she just forgot all about it. She said she don't know if she was in a coma at all. Girl, tell the truth. That's why these people don't like me. That's why these gospel celebrities be coming over here. You know what I'm saying? In the bushes, they be fuming at me because I tell the truth. Karen, you went up there for weight loss surgery, girl, and something happened. You talking about something about a hernia. It wasn't about a hernia, Karen. You went up there for weight loss surgery, and they probably cut something and you started bleeding and stuff. And they gave you a 2% chance. That's what happened, Karen. Where is Lamar? They said Lamar was over there in another chat. I told the person that told me that, I said, I don't trip on stuff like that. They said Lamar was watching another content creator coverage of Richard Smallwood. I know Lamar's heart, so I don't trip on that. Now, there are some people, if I've seen a Tyesse Report member in their chat, I may have some problem. There are some content creators, I may look at you with a side eye. But yeah, they said Lamar was over watching the man from Fresno's content. That's what they said. Now, like I said, I know my followers. I know all of my followers. I know their hearts. And so I don't think he meant any harm. I don't have anything against the young man in Fresno. You know, I don't have anything against him. You know, I just think he's full of shit and fake and phony. But other than that, I don't have anything personal against him, you know. God is just good, y'all. He's just good all by himself. How they snitching when they was over there too. That's a good point. In order to see him, you had to be over there yourself. I was at the Vimo broadcast, probably studying right now. Here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. Anybody My followers are not beholden to my, you can't go nowhere. You were your own person before you knew about the official Tyesse Report, you know? And so he was watching the service, you know, on another content creators platform. And that's just his right, you know, and I don't feel no type of way about it at all. Yeah. All right. But in order for somebody else to see it, they would have to been over there too. The service was 3 hours. They got everybody up out of there, and everybody was on their way. Richard is now getting ready to be in tune. Y'all know the weather in DC right now is crippling. We got the news earlier this morning that 10,000 flights have been canceled so far, and many more will follow. And so we're hoping and praying that well, I like that stance, your people or your people. Yeah, but here's the thing. Ms. Bells. I can say this. My followers, if they go somewhere, they don't mind showing their face. My followers do not mind going somewhere. If they go to another platform, many of them don't, but if they do, they don't mind showing their face. Now, them people over there, they're in the bushes right now watching. From all them platforms, they they stay watching, but they'll never come out and say hello. They won't come out and try to make amends, or they won't. You know, they're in the bushes literally right now watching me. You know, everybody say hi. Just say hello to them. Just put HI in the chat. You just went to DC this morning. Rewind. God is able. Oh, those beans smell so good. They would never come out and say hello. You know, they would never come out them bushes and just say, hey, everybody. We're 25 away from 300 likes. Thank y'all so much. I was, yes, I posted the link to Roland Martin. I also posted the QR code. So whatever you wanted to do, you had multiple ways to see the service today. Yes, thank you so much for acknowledging that. So they'll never come out and say hello. Kevin Harris. I think that name looks very familiar. I remember. I'm trying to see something. I'm trying to think about something. I just saw something, a comment you made recently. I'm trying to think. Kevin Harris. I'm getting older now, so you know my memory used to be like an elephant. Kevin Harris. Is that the same Kevin Harris? Okay. All right. We got one. Will there be some more coming out the bushes? Anybody else? I saw the Vimo stream and then I went to roll. Yeah. That Kevin Harris, I know. I'm trying to think. Anybody else want to come out the bushes? Anybody else in the chat from all those other platforms? Drop out the bushes and say hello. Say hi for a minute. We know you're here. That's what y'all do. You like to lurk in the bushes, you know, be on them back rows back there. You know. We know you're here. We're here for Richard. We're not here for all that beefing. We're here for Richard Smallwood. Will there be one more person in the chat? I gotta make some cornbread. Well, I'm making actually, Jason, if you're here, I'm making corn cake. I'm gonna make it as soon as I get off here. You can speak, you won't eat. Okay, so overall, today the funeral was just really great, Ty Squad. It was a beautiful service from start to finish. I'm making that corn cake and I'm making it in a skillet. I ain't making it in a, I may make it. Y'all want to make it in an aluminum pan, those disposable pans? It's just something about that cornbread hit different when you make it in a skillet. I will save you a piece. Hey, Theo, the bushes and back rows are welcome here. I subscribe to you and Socialify. That's it. Maybe that's it. Okay. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. That's what it was. Give me a minute. I know I'm not crazy. Hold on. Y'all want me to sing a song while I'm looking something up? I'm too close. To my. Oh my God, it's too many comments. I gotta go over this, see if I can find that comment you made. To my journey's end, and I'm too. Ooh, it's too many comments. I know I saw a comment by you, Kevin Harris. And I'm too close. I can see the train coming. Oh my God, I'm trying to find this man's comment. I know it's Kevin Harris. I'm too close, y'all, to shaking hands with my old friends. I don't know why that thing is on me. That too close is real on me heavy today, y'all. Okay. I know I saw his comment. I'm not going to go through 300 comments. I'm going to have to report for you soon. Okay. I made some yesterday so good. Okay, good. So all I'm going to put in, y'all, I got some Jiffy, because we don't Jiffy shame here. I got Jiffy. I'm going to add 2 boxes of Jiffy, 2 eggs, some sour cream, a can of cream corn. So it's 2 boxes of Jiffy, 2 eggs, some sour cream corn, and some honey. Oh, and some half and half milk. Make sure it's half and half. Mix it all up and throw it in a pan. Throw it in a buttered pan. And let that girl bake it to heaven, get the news. It's so good you can eat it by itself. Yeah. All right. Richard Smallwood's legacy, somebody said it, Richard Smallwood's legacy will live on. They'll be singing his songs 100 years from now. I'm on proper. You need anything? No, sis. No. I took my trash out yesterday. And nope, don't need anything. Was that you just a minute ago? Just walked by? Todd, did you make chili? I need a good recipe. Do you make chili? Yeah, but a lot of people, you know, you got to find a chili brick, you know, and Dolores chili brick is, you know, very popular on the West Coast, but you can find some chili bricks on the East Coast as well. Does anybody know what a chili brick is? Is anybody familiar with Dolores chili bricks? It's basically a chili brick that they have in the meat section. You know, if you can find a chili brick, it's a frozen chili brick. Oh, you're in the parking garage? Oh, okay, love you, sis. I'm good. Thank you so much. Okay, so you guys have to go and find out. I was just about to ask what a chili brick is. It's Dolores chili brick. I'm telling y'all, I never use a chili brick. Okay, well, is that what it's called? I just call it. Me and Ariel have always called it a chili brick. Maybe that's not what it's called. Wait, hold on. Let me put it up for you guys. Hold on. Oh, it's getting cold. I can feel it. I can feel that draft, honey. It's getting cold. Jesus. Lord, be a fence. It's getting cold, y'all. Y'all pray that we keep our power on in Atlanta, y'all. Oh, I can feel it on my back. I feel the draft from the windows. The temperature is dropping. Dolores chili. Oh, it is called a chili brick. Oh, we wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. Okay, I just want to be sure. I don't eat chili beans. Okay. Okay, you go to Dolores Chili Brick and find the store. This is what it looks like, everybody. Do y'all see it? Okay. But you go to DoloresChiliBrick.com and you can find a store, see if there's a store nearby. Y'all see it? Oh my God. Y'all see it? Okay. Can only find Dolores in LA. Oh, really? Oh, well, baby, listen. I know they have an equivalent. I know they got somebody got something close to it. I made some white chili. Oh, you did? It is frozen. It's frozen. Hold on one second. Chili bricks. I need to find some more chili bricks for my followers. Chili bricks. Okay. It's got to be some more chili bricks somewhere. Okay. Oh, here's somebody. That's Dolores too? There's got to be more people out here than damn Dolores. Okay, here's Brahms brick chili. Oh, this is the one I see a lot. Excellent. I see this a lot, Tyesse. See if y'all can find that one. It's called Excellent. I see that one a lot. Chili con corn. I never heard of a chili brick. It's frozen. It is frozen. And sometimes it can be refrigerated too. Yeah, I see this chili excellent a lot. Okay, listen, if you can't find a chili brick, just Google chili brick in your area. But if you can't find a chili brick, don't panic. Okay. You just need to really make sure that you season your ground beef really, really good. And then you just have to debate, do you want a spicy or do you want a regular chili? You know, and some people, now there are some people that do not like chili beans. They just prefer an all meat chili. That's a lot going on with that all meat chili, y'all. Okay, I'm just being honest. You do need a bean in that chili. There are some people that don't like beans. They like an all meat chili. That just sounds like ground beef to me. Okay. They need to do something about the price of rent. No one working full time. We know Michelle. Y'all y'all go and rub Michelle in her back. We know Shell. Okay, so you need some kidney beans or some red beans, whatever bean you choose, and then throw that girl up in the crock pot or boil them, and go from there. Then just start building. Ground beef, diced tomatoes. You can do fresh tomatoes or canned tomatoes. You need lots of garlic. I use dark red beans in mine. Yeah, you can. The official chef Q. Listen, as I get older, y'all, I do a lot of shortcuts. You can get beans that are already in the can. I know. Get canned beans, drain them. If you want to rinse them, you can, but rinsing them takes a lot of the starch away that you may need. But get you some canned beans, man, go up in a crock pot, some onions and peppers, Naida, and just go for it. Chili powder, be careful with that chili powder, y'all. Some of y'all is a little heavy-handed. People shouldn't be coughing while they're eating your chili. Every bite shouldn't generate a cough. Okay? Chili powder, like, you know what I'm saying? Mona, just hit it 1, 2, 3 with the chili powder. That chili powder is potent. People shouldn't be coughing after each bite. I'm just saying. Of course, peppers, onions, tomato paste. If you want that girl to be kind of like dense and thick, put a little tomato paste up in there. If you want it to be real dense, use that Rotel tomatoes. Go about Rotel tomatoes, diced stewed tomatoes. Throw a can up in there. Fresh peppers. Okay, once some girls get done, y'all, all you need is some cornbread. Some people would like to put a little cheese. Some people with sour cream. Depending on what you want to top it with, I would recommend browning ground turkey with a half a chili brick before it dries, because it does have quite a bit of oil when cooked. Oh, I forgot to say that. I did forget to say that. Okay, listen. That Dolores chili brick is gonna let off a lot of oil. Now, what me and Ariel normally used to do, me and my best friend, may she rest in peace. You take a white paper towel, and you run that paper towel, just run it all around the top of your pot. It just soaks up the grease. You may have to do 3 or 4 paper towels before you get it all. Take another white paper towel and run it across the top of that pot. You skimming all that grease off. Because skimming the grease with a large spoon, you'll be all that. Take that paper towel and run that paper towel right across the top of them beans and get all that grease off of them. You may have to go through 4 or 5 paper towels, but you'll get it off there. Then throw the paper towels in the trash. Now listen, there's some people that love that grease. We are, we're dealing with a lot health wise. So y'all skim all that grease off of there. Some people leave that grease in there. They say that's the flavor. I do jalapeno cornbread. Oh yeah, jalapeno cornbread. They have herb cornbread. I've done it all. I've done it all. Yeah, but yeah, I'm about to make it in just a minute. I'm gonna see what these beans are looking like. They've been on for about 4 hours and 41 minutes now, so we'll see. They've been on for about 4 hours and 41 minutes. We're preparing for this storm, everybody, and we're hoping for the best. I think the bulk of the cold hit Monday and Tuesday, but tonight is supposed to be like rain, and that rain is going to turn into ice. So we're hoping and praying that every Tie Squad member, a lot of you guys are in the Midwest. There's going to be a lot of snow, and we're praying for everybody, especially Minneapolis, St. Paul. That cornbread is a good, yeah. All right, let me just talk about this just in case I'm not able, because I have Patreon to do tonight, y'all. And people look forward to Patreon. They do. We're going to be doing Black Hollywood Confidential tonight. You know these stars. You don't know a lot of the backstory. You just don't. That'll be tonight. We're going to shoot for 8:30 tonight. Black Hollywood Confidential. There are links to join in the chat. We're going to be talking about quite a few people tonight. Yeah, we got a lot of stories to cover. Some of your favorite celebrities have been molested. Some of your favorite celebrities have been on welfare. You just don't know what people are going through. Some of your favorite celebrities have been on food stamps, live in hotels. Yeah. Say Natalie Cole, we'll talk about it tonight. Say Natalie Cole knew she had hit rock bottom. They said she was over there. Natalie Cole was over there turning tricks. She knew she had hit rock bottom. The great Natalie Cole was out there turning tricks. I gotta preach this thing tonight, y'all. All right. It's been snowing since 5 a.m. here in Kansas City. Slowing up now. Well, we hope and pray that everything is going to be okay. Tiana Taylor is going to be on Saturday Night Live. Looking forward to that. Thank you, Marcus. Yeah. $5 for the year, $5 for the month, excuse me, if you want to join us tonight. And $48 for the year. $5 a month, or if you want to just get the whole year, it's $48. We hope to see some of you guys tonight. And we also want to, if you enjoyed this repass today, we also want you to please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Right now would be a great time. Just go out, hit subscribe, and you are now a Tie Squad member. We have amazing content that we do here. All kinds of great things that we do here. So we appreciate you. Dr. Tony, thank you for leaving a donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, we're gonna be live at 8:30, Tie Squad. Natalie said people would say, "Hey, Miss Natalie," when she would be on the streets to get drugs. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it tonight a little bit. But see, there was something that she clarified. I'm gonna clarify tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna clarify that because she clarified what really happened with the prostitution. Yeah. All right. Last week we talked about Neil Carter. Remember, we talked about my girl Neil Carter on our last broadcast. Neil Carter said she knew she had hit rock bottom when she was driving around in her Mercedes with her slip on looking for crack. Whew. Y'all keep me lifted. Sometimes this stuff is heavy that I be covering, but I have to push. Okay. Let me clarify. Looking for coke, not crack. I'm sorry. Let me clarify. Coke, not crack. Okay. Anyway, Tie Squad, thank y'all. Somebody said the same thing. I know, but different. Thank y'all for tuning into this really, really great excursion or what looking for coke, not crack, because I don't want to do that to my girl because I love her too much. Okay. She was riding there. She's in her car. She had her slip on. She didn't even put her clothes on. She said she was driving around and her Mercedes looking for coke. That's what Nell said. Gladys Knight, we'll talk about that tonight too. Gladys Knight said she was down there at the what you call it, down there at the casino at 4 o'clock in the morning on that damn blackjack table. Yeah. They are different because Whitney clarified it. She said Whitney said, I make too much money to smoke crack. Yeah, I've never, don't put no crack off on me. I don't smoke crack. Then it came out later on that Whitney was basically dealing with, okay. Yeah. Y'all know I love Whitney, but then it came out later that Whitney was smoking, okay, Whitney, we know, baby. It's okay. But at that time, she said crack was whack. Okay. Then Oprah got up there talking about, she didn't know what the difference between rock and all that was. And what Whitney was explaining was what they call primos. It's when you take rock, cocaine, and put it in a blunt or, mix it with your marijuana. They call it primos. And then Oprah set up there and act like she didn't know what they were. Whitney had to laugh like, Oprah, come on, girl. Like, come on. Like, what's that? Like, what is that? Oprah had forgot that she was on her show. Oprah, my Aquarian sister, was on her show and said that her boyfriend at the time made her smoke crack. Oprah, you forgot you said that your boyfriend made you smoke crack over in Baltimore? Did you forget? Okay, maybe she forgot. But that's what you said on your show. No, we don't discuss nippy habit. We discuss Aretha's problems. We discuss anything here. They always asking questions about Aretha. Ain't nobody off limits here. Not Stedman, her boyfriend in Baltimore. She really did. Yeah, everybody's on. No, we don't discuss with nippy habit. We discuss everything here. You talk about Aretha, so everybody's on the table. Diana, Natalie, Shaka, all of them. Yeah, I'm very, very triggered about Aretha. So everybody's gonna get talked about over here. Yeah, and well, matter of fact, why don't we put Whitney Houston on the docket tonight? Why don't we triggered from that Andy Cohen story from last night? Andy Cohen. Matter of fact, why don't we put Whitney on the docket for tonight over in Patreon? They're going to talk about Aretha. She was pregnant when she was 12. And you was over there at the bathhouse when you was 12. What's the difference? Okay. Anyways, Ty Squad. We called it a Woolly. Yeah, we called it Primos in LA. Aretha was pregnant when she was 14, and you was over there at the park when you was 14. What's the difference? I'm in B-more. I've heard the Oprah stories and met some of them personally. Okay, good. Thank you, Kendall. Yeah, what's the difference? I was going to talk about Aretha was pregnant when she was 14. And girl, you was over there in the park when you was 14. What's the difference? All right. I'll see everybody tonight. Let's just say between 8:30 and 9. Whatever God says, we will answer the call. All right. We want to, did you see Mary J. I talked about it last night. Marcus. You evidently you did not see. You did not watch Friday Night Live because I laid into Andy Cohen. All right, everybody. We will always lift up the life and legacy of Richard Smallwood because he was a tremendous talent, a great man. I'm glad that me and my followers and even visitors were able to come here today, have fun, and have a load lifted off of us with the bereavement and the loss of someone great. I thank y'all for coming by and supporting with your thumbs up. Everybody that would like to support the channel, before you get up out of here, you may do so right there. There are multiple ways to give. If you enjoyed this, somebody just sent something right now. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me see who it was. There are multiple ways to give. If you enjoyed this content today, if this was a burden lifter, Cheryl Hill, thank you for $15, woman of God. I appreciate that. There are multiple ways to give on your screen. Whatever you want to do. Our cash symbol is TYESSE76 $ TYESSE76. Thank you so much for everybody that gave and wants to give. So we'll be live between 8:30 and 9 tonight. You will get a personal email from Patreon that shows the link and everything. So you'll get that at your leisure. Thank y'all so much. Again, we appreciate everybody that appreciates us. And if you would like to give, there are multiple ways. We want to thank 2 people that have given so far. Dr. Tony for his donation and Cheryl Hill for her donation. Thank you both for giving. So if everybody else would take a moment and support the platform, we would appreciate it. All right. Right now, we want to thank Tony McNeil and Cheryl Hill for their contributions to the platform. All right. Therefore, be it resolved. We're going to get on down the road. And if I can, I don't want to be dismissive of what's going on in Minnesota. We're going to definitely cover it, everybody. But yeah, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. All right. Let's get down the road. Have a wonderful day, everybody. A wonderful evening. All of my Patreons, I'll see you tonight. Bye. All right, we got to cue the music. Cue the music.